if you look around this room, you will see a full room of people here to celebrate our 2017 student ambassadors to Japan. So we have several dignitaries in the room who have proclamations and or resolutions for our student ambassadors. But first we're going to have, if all of our student ambassadors would please come up to the front of the room over by the podium. All of our student ambassadors. And just like you did in Japan, in front of all the people who couldn't speak English, would you one by one introduce yourself, starting with Davion? English or Japanese? Your choice. Come to the mic. Come to the mic, Davion.
Konbanwa. Hajime mashite, watashi wa Davion desu. Yoroshiku onegai shitemasu.
Hello. Hajime mashite, watashi wa Rosalind desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Konbanwa. Hajime mashite, watashi wa Zanaria desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Konbanwa. Hajime mashite, watashi wa Kanye desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Konbanwa, hajime mashite, watashi wa Lefreni desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Hajime mashite, watashi wa Cynthia desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Konbanwa, hajime mashite, watashi wa Sani desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Oh, Linusbeth, you know what happens to the last person, don't you? Do you remember Linusbeth? Who remembers? Let's see. Zanari, you remember? Why you went to Japan?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, go ahead, Linusbeth. Bring it home.
Konbanwa, hajime mashite, watashi wa Linusbeth desu. Nippon ni ikitai no de Nihongo o benkyou shimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
These are our 2017 student ambassadors to Japan, and if you could have been there to see them in Japan, you would have been just totally blown away. They were just articulate, professional, and they represented Pontiac and the United States of America very well. So once again, can we give them a big round of applause? Thank you. Ambassadors, have a seat. And at this time, we're going to have the chaperones come up very, very briefly. Chaperones, all chaperones in the room. The chaperones who are coming up are the adults who mentored our children in Japan. Now you guys get to do it in English or Japanese. Starting with Letitia. Go ahead, Letitia. And please let everybody know if you're working for the district or whatever your profession is, what do you do?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leticia Gutierrez, and I'm a bilingual tutor working at ITA. I support the core teachers like Ms. Sturgis and help all the bilingual students, as I said. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Sylvia Sturgis, and I'm a product of Pontiac Schools. I'm also a teacher at ITA, and I was the educational chair for this whole trip. So what a wonderful experience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joanne Burks. I'm with the International Awareness Committee for the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated here in Pontiac, and I was a chaperone for Linusbeth. Good afternoon. My name is Candace Ridley. I was lead teacher for Pontiac Middle School students for this project. I'm also a teacher at Pontiac Middle School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gloria Jackson. I'm a Delta Sigma Theta sorority member, and I was the fundraising chair for this exciting event. So, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Most of you know me. My name is Debbie Harris. I am a retired teacher from the Pontiac School District, also a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority on the International Awareness Committee and the Educational Committee as well. Unfortunately, I was not able to go on the trip. I did help to plan and mentor the students from day one, got to know everybody, the students and the chaperones. And unfortunately, I was unable to go. I hope I don't cry. 2 weeks beforehand, I had to cancel because I was pretty sick. There was no way I could go, and I had to cancel and could not go. But at any rate, I'm glad the kids and the other chaperones got to go and had a great time while I was at home in bed, crying literally, watching everything, on Facebook.
Hello, everyone. I'm City Councilman Randy Carter. I was one of the chaperones, and since my ambassador just walked in at a point of privilege, please come here, Hamilton.
Kid and play.
Yes. Since he wasn't here formally to go ahead and introduce himself. Now, please introduce yourself to these beautiful people.
In Japanese.
Okay. はじめまして、私はケイデンです。よろしくお願いします。
Now, on behalf of the city of Pontiac, I would say thank you, and with all these beautiful ladies, and since Caden came in, I want to say that we're just out surrounded. We're just not outmaneuvered right now. Thank you very much.
And before we move into the actual presentation, I will recognize each entity of the government, and they will come up and say a couple words on behalf of the student ambassadors. We want to recognize a very, very, very significant group who, without their help, we would not have been able to do what we did in the manner that we did. Would all the parents come up to the podium? I'm going to have each parent introduce themselves, and then Natasha Barnes is going to speak on behalf of the parents. So starting with Denisha, you want to start? Oh, Nadia? Oh, excuse me. Go ahead. Please introduce yourself. Come up to the mic, please. Okay, there you go. Go, Eleanor.
My name is Eleanor Anderson, and I'm Kanye's grandmother.
All right. When the parent comes to the mic, will the ambassador or the student who's this your parent, would you please stand so we can see? Okay, go ahead, Kira.
Good evening. My name is Kira Bermio, and I'm the parent of Jesani Campoverde.
Jesani, yay!
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Kaden Hamilton, mother. Good afternoon. My name is Shirley Ware, and Zanaria Ware over there is my granddaughter.
Good evening. How y'all doing? I'm Johnny Barnes, and this is my wife, Natasha Barnes, and we're Rising and Reed parents.
Good evening. I am, stand up, son. I am Denisha McGee. I am Davion's mother.
Davion's mother, your name? Thank you.
My name is Maria. I'm Grasmas for Linesberg.
All right. Okay, and the mic is all yours, Natasha. Go ahead and tell them I'm speaking on behalf of the parents.
Konnichiwa. That's all I know. I am Rosalind Reed's mom. I am so absolutely proud of everybody that had anything to do with this. My daughter came home so excited. She tried teaching me words, and I looked at her like, okay. But on behalf of the parents, we just want to say thank you, and God bless all of you.
Now, going in the order, starting with the school district, we are going to read what's on our resolutions, and then the resolutions and/or awards will be presented to the ambassadors at Gold or Wash. But now, starting with on the bottom of the phone, go ahead, Superintendent, it's me and you. Oh.
Good evening. I am in so much pain. I can't even act like I'm not. Something is going on with my hand, but I could not miss this recognition for our staff as well as the parents and students that embarked upon this journey, which was a huge undertaking. And I would be remiss without saying thank you to President Carter, because she took this initiative and really, really made sure that it was successful. She dedicated a lot of time. She garnered the support from the Pontiac Board of Education and others throughout the community to make sure that this occurred for our students. We have set a milestone here in Pontiac, and this will always be a memory for the staff, the students, the parents, and we want to continue embarking upon and enlisting others to ensure that we keep the momentum going to send another cohort to Japan or receive the Japanese sister city that we have developed this relationship with. So again, I thank you. I salute you for your dedication and your passion. She is so passionate about this. She's shy, but she likes this kind of stuff. So we want to recognize, with just a token of our appreciation in representing the Pontiac School District well, you definitely showed up and showed out. That's our little mantra here in Pontiac. And so the certificate of recognition reads as the Pontiac Board of Education and the School District of the City of Pontiac award this certificate to Zanaria Ware, I like war, that makes you strong. For promoting global understanding and awareness as a Pontiac School District student ambassador to Japan. You have demonstrated outstanding scholastic merit, leadership potential, and exemplary citizenship. This right here can be shared on your resume for many years. This is community service that you have enlisted in your career journey as well as your college preparation. So we salute you for representing the Pontiac School District. Thank you so much. Cynthia Solis Davila. Did I say it right? Okay. Oh, I did. Thank you so much for representing Pontiac School District. Rosalind Reed. You are definitely representing Pontiac School District. Thank you. Davion McGee. I just love how you are dressed. Thank you. Very professional. I love you. Rachel Matos. Did I say it right? Is she here? Rachel, okay. Jasmine Hensler, not here. How did they miss this grand event? Kadeen Hamilton. Caden, I'm sorry. Caden.
Hey.
Caden, I apologize. Please accept my apology for not pronouncing it correctly. Thank you for representing Pontiac School District. I love that hair, too.
You know I wasn't going to let you get away with this, don't you, Caden? The Japanese girls fell in love with Caden, and they said because his hair looks like a poodle.
Okay, help me with this one. Lisbeth Cotto Montanado. If that's not a tongue twister, thank you for representing Pontiac School District. LaFernie Chippen. Oh, I know LaFernie. You did our belly dancing, right? Thank you. Oh. Jasani Campaverdi. Okay, thank you. Thank you for representing Pontiac School District. Lovely dress. And last but not least, Kanye Anderson. Thank you for representing Pontiac School District. Thank you. And your grandmother works with my husband, Sylvester, so thank you for keeping him informed with he knows everything that goes on in Pontiac School District. Thank you.
Now, we're not going to call each person up going after this point because we'll be here all night, but what I will do is read one certificate off, and everyone else will get their certificate at Golder Wash. I do want to say one thing before I move into our ambassadors, that Kanye was automatically chosen by the Japanese government to be the spokesperson when we got over there. Wow. The next group of people that we're going to recognize, their role by no means was small. This group of people met with the understanding that the school district could take the children to Japan, but you cannot ask for any resources to do it. And up under sometimes really, really difficult circumstances, this group stuck through the whole process until either at the last minute, in the case of Ms. Harris, where she really wanted to go, but illness prevented her from going, or the person who spent a lot of time teaching our children how to speak Japanese, so when they got over there, they weren't totally lost. You know, I'm gonna read the certificate, but I want all of my chaperones one more time to stand so this room can see you. Once again, this group gave their time, their money, their love. They got to know each one of the students, you know, and it was just a phenomenal thing without the chaperones over there. So once the children got to Japan, they didn't feel like they were in an alien world because they knew that they could come to one of us, and there's an anchor for them. So the certificates is going to read, a certificate of appreciation. The Pontiac Board of Education and the School District of the City of Pontiac awards the certificate, in this case is to my soror, Joanne Burks, for spending your free time with us, teaching us, inspiring us, encouraging and challenging us. Our students enjoyed a once-in-a-lifetime experience this school year. Thank you for your dedication, awarded the 22nd day of January 2018 from Superintendent Kelly Williams and the Board of Education. And each ambassador, you want to come up and get it? Might as well. Sorry, Joanne Burks. Well, arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, I should have said it. Anyway. Oh, that's me. I could have said it in Japanese. Randy Carter. Okay, we'll do it real quick. Candace and Debbie. So don't worry, we'll get them, Debbie and Josh, okay? All right, everybody, that's from the Board of Education. Now we're going to now turn it over to the mayor, our wonderful mayor from the city of Pontiac, Mayor Deirdre Waterman.
Thank you, President Carter and Superintendent, and to the Pontiac School Board. I am also thrilled to come this evening on this occasion to be able to celebrate all of you ambassadors who so nobly and wonderfully represented the city of Pontiac as you went on that wonderful experience. From the tales that each of you told, as well as the reports we got back from the Japanese hosts, they were so delighted to have you and got you such great recommendations for your preparation, your studiousness, and the way you represented your school district and your city in such a fine way. We were very proud of you, and for that purpose, I have brought as well a proclamation, a mayoral proclamation from the city of Pontiac. I will read that for one of each of you, and to celebrate that. You know, this is a great opportunity. Traveling and experiencing other cultures is something that is a remarkable experience, and that you had the opportunity to do this on a place that is otherwise a very exotic and foreign culture to us. We're able to prepare with the help of so many people who helped you make this a wonderful educational experience. You will remember that the rest of your life. And this is something that you will take with you and expand upon. I think the world is a small place now. You know, we can communicate with each other by a few flicks of a button, online and whatever. So it's important for us to be able to experience, to have knowledge of, and to be able to communicate worldwide and globally, particularly in the world that you will know as you enter your careers and your professions. You know, to save time, and I know you don't want to, I'm not going to read this for each one of them, but if the ambassadors want to come stand behind me, I just want to also, all right, I will read one. But I also want to just say a few words also to the chaperones. You know, to be on the chaperones, that was tremendous commitment, even to take that 23-hour plane flight and then to have to experience the new culture and the new ways and things. I know that you did a tremendous effort to take these children to sponsor them, and that's wonderful. And I would also like to give a commendation to the parents. Parents, you had to prepare your kids and get them ready for this unique opportunity and say goodbye, some of them traveling that far for the first time in their lives. So to support that was great as parents. And I hope your families also got to experience a lot of what the children brought back in terms of their experiences. So I would just like to read quickly one of these, and then I will quickly hand them out to you. And then I also have them for the chaperones, and I won't have you come up. I'll just have you present these at Goldner Walsh, okay? So this one is the Certificate of Excellence. It's to each of the student ambassadors to Japan, presented on this day, Monday, January 22nd, 2018. Whereas, and it gives the name, has been awarded this Certificate of Excellence on this day, Monday, January 22nd, for being a student ambassador to Japan on behalf of the City of Pontiac, School District of Pontiac, State of Michigan of the United States. And whereas has excelled in learning and mastering the Japanese language. You are very proficient. I'm very impressed. All I know is Ohio goes on ice. That's the only thing I remember. And the culture prior to the adventure to Japan. As a middle school student, you've carried yourself in a way that Pontiac, Michigan, and the United States can hold their heads high and give you high commendations, and they're very proud. And whereas this is an experience that will be with you for the remainder of your life will never be the same, and you will now see how you can soar to higher heights of whatever your heart desires. You are a pioneer for not only yourself, but for other young people from Pontiac and the United States and the world to venture and to explore what this world has to offer. And whereas we hope that you will continue to excel and grow with other opportunities that will follow, your parents, teachers in this community will continue to undergird and be the support system that will help to continue to lead your path to greatness. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Deirdre Waterman, on behalf of the City of Pontiac, do hereby award this Certificate of Excellence for your outstanding achievement as Student Ambassador to Japan. And there, we present these, LaFernie, okay? Okay? All right. Katie, that's yours, Kanye. Jasmine? Okay, Zenaria? Okay, Rosalind's right here. Hassani, Lisbeth? Davion? Okay, there you go. Cynthia is right here. Davion? Right over there. Okay, congratulations. These are the ones for the chaperone.
Mayor, thank you so much for supporting our children as always. Thank you so much. Moving right along the program, in the absence of City Council President Kermit Williams, we have City Council Pro Tem Randy Carter with a resolution as well.
Hello, everyone. This is very historic and a small point of privilege to Chippen LaFernie. Please. What it was, out of all these children who went to Japan, there was small inconvenience with this one child because of her nationality, Micronesian. And I want everyone to know that. You got to go there. No, you're okay. And what I want everyone to know is that this child flew on a plane by herself. That between the United States government, we were going to get her to Japan, but between conversations we had with the Consulate General in Lansing and the Consulate General of D.C., they made phone calls on our behalf to contact Japan and got her a passport within 18 hours. So that she got a chance to arrive when we did. And so on that, you'll be the first award I will read off. This is a Historical Achievement Award. It's presented to LaFernie Chippen, and the same as the others, in recognition of your participation as a student ambassador for the City of Pontiac, traveling to Japan, your participation with the Pontiac School District International Exchange Committee, PSD IEC, open doors between students in Pontiac City and Kusatsu City, allowing both cities to learn as one. The PSD IEC has the only middle school exchange program to Japan in Oakland County, making the travel of 11 student ambassadors and 10 chaperones travel to Japan from October 22nd to November 3rd, 2017 historic, given at Pontiac, Michigan this will be the 18th day of December 2017. Thank you very much. Now, for the rest of them, I will pass them out to the young people. Okay, Kanye. Who's next? Caden. Caden just happened to be a resident of District 4, and I thank his mother very much because he chose me to be his chaperone. Jasmine? She's not here. Who's next? Jasani. Thank you very much. I got you. Cynthia. It's been a wonderful privilege to get a chance to meet all the parents of these young people. Lisbeth. Very good. Thank you. Who's next? Rachel? Oh,
Rachel's here.
Talk about timely. It's all right. We got you. Rachel. Oh, that's so beautiful. Davion. Representing. Thank you. Rosalind. How we doing? All right. Zenaria. Some things never change. I think that's it. Oh, and Jasmine's here?
No, Jasmine.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Before we move on to one of my favorite elected officials in the whole entire world, I ain't saying that because I'm saying it, okay? Anyway, that was really mushy. Josh Borzell, will you please come up and receive your certificate? He said. Josh Borzell was part of a team that helped teach our children how to speak Japanese well enough that when they got to Japan, everybody was saying, oh my God, they speak such good Japanese. So, Josh Borzell. Her presence on our chaperones team was just so important, and it was just a big loss when she couldn't get on the plane, but Debbie Harris. Soror, Debbie Harris. There you go. I said that anyway. Okay, two more dignitaries in the room that I know for sure that's presenting. And without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Oakland County Commissioner David Bowman.
Well, good evening to the residents of the city of Pontiac, to our Pontiac School Board, to our chaperones, as well as to our student ambassadors. I've been patiently waiting to get to this microphone, to have an opportunity, really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, to congratulate you on your accomplishments. I'm going to do my best to streamline this and not belabor the meeting. I know there is some productivity that has to take shape, but I would be remiss if I did not give a few words here. First and foremost, I want to take note of this room. If you take a look around, the reality of the word village is visually represented here today. The various counterparts that came together to make this initiative possible are just truly amazing. The city of Pontiac, the school board, again, to the parents, to the service organizations, to the fraternities and sororities. It truly, again, takes a village to support those that are most valuable within your community, which is our youth. And to you all, I want to say congratulations for your efforts. What has been reflected today and over the course of this trip is opportunity. You have invested opportunity in these students. I've had the opportunity to witness these students both prior and post their trip. And one thing that I have noticed that is absolutely evident is the confidence. I've seen these students walk to this podium time and time again, not only to receive their recognition, but to stand in front of you as a prideful representative of their community, of themselves, of their nation, as well as their family. And that is something that can be taught in a classroom, but I think it is best reflected through the experience and exposure of travel and transition and experience to other communities. I was a graduate of an international affairs program and know intrinsically the value of being exposed to other communities, other languages. And so you have been put on a plateau that ultimately allows you to be successful and continue to represent this community and nation. So I congratulate you in that effort. And so to the document in and of itself. I want to note recognition from the Board of Commissioners, as well as myself and Oakland County overall. And this proclamation reads, and I'll read brief just for the representative that I have here, LaFernie Chippen, whereas the qualities of life upon which we pride ourselves in Oakland County are, in part, the result of the belief that a well-rounded education is enhanced by exposure to diverse cultures and languages. And whereas the Pontiac School District International Exchange Committee and an international student exchange program for middle school students in Pontiac, and is the only student exchange program of its kind in Oakland County. And whereas the student ambassadors stayed with host families, immersing themselves in Japanese culture, they visited historical sites, interacted with Japanese students, learning about their local customs, heritage, and language. And whereas we joined with the Pontiac School District International Exchange Committee to applaud, and in this example, LaFernie Chippen, and if I got it incorrect, I apologize, and all of the student ambassadors and chaperones selected to participate in this incredible opportunity. And now, therefore, I, Michael J. Gengel, Chairman of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, together with myself, do hereby proclaim commendation to LaFernie Chippen on this special achievement attested to this 22nd day of January 2018 in Pontiac, Michigan. And I just want to make, this is my last caveat, I make a note to personally sign each and every proclamation that I present. And so this really is the most valuable asset that I have to give, and I hope you hold it in high of regard as I do your accomplishments yourself. And so thank you and congratulations. And I would be remiss if I did not give recognition to one of the individuals that truly took this initiative upon herself to make certain that these students were able to travel on this journey, had the funds to do so, and the chaperone support, linguistic expertise. I mean, it truly is remarkable what was achieved through the course of action of this woman, Ms. Brenda Carter. And so I've got an additional proclamation that reflects what is within the proclamation presented to the students. But this one reads, Councilman, actually this is Councilman Randy Carter, but I know you two are two peas in a pod, so I got one for you both. All right.
Wow,
And that
thank
is
you,
for you.
David.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner, taking out your busy schedule, and thank you for this wonderful flag. Anyway, when I was told, thank you, everyone up to this point, I'm going to introduce just a couple more folks. When I was told, and I hate to say this for you, AKAs, soror, Represented U.S. Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence. How high can you get? That's pretty high. Sent a special proclamation on behalf of her, what's your position, Mike?
Outreach Director.
Outreach Director, Trustee Mike McGinnis. He now has the podium on behalf of U.S. Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence Soror. Anyway.
Good evening, Pontiac. Make some noise if Pontiac's in the house. All right, all right. We have special tributes from the United States House of Representatives, one for each and every student ambassador. Looks like this. Ooh. And one for each and every chaperone as well. So for the sake of time, I'll read the content of one and I'll hand it off so that way you can get to your celebration at Goldner Walsh. Don't want to hold you up. Special tribute. Let it be known that this student ambassador successfully served as a student ambassador from Pontiac and traveled to Japan. Our nation is grateful for the exemplary work of the Japanese student ambassadors. The dynamic citizens of the United States of America are the backbone of our great nation. This student ambassador, it says their name, this student ambassador embodies our impressive American spirit. In special tribute, I, Congresswoman Brenda L. Lawrence, do hereby salute and thank the student ambassador for your admirable service in representing our community, our state, and our nation in Japan. Thank you for your contributions to the United States of America and best wishes to you in your very bright future. Attested this day, Brenda L. Lawrence, Member of Congress, United States House of Representatives. Congratulations, one and all. There are 320 million souls that live in these United States of America, and you were one of the 11 that represented this nation to another foreign country. That's a big deal. And as I referenced, all of the chaperones also are receiving a comparable congressional special tribute. But we did whip out the big guns for President Brenda J. Carter. From the United States House of Representatives, a proclamation signed, sealed, and delivered from Congresswoman Brenda L. Lawrence. Congratulations, Madam President. God bless you. Beautiful.
Whoa. Oh, gosh, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna, oh, wow, yeah. Anyway. Before we close out our presentation to our student ambassadors and they go over to Golden Wash, that's where the reception is going to be, I would be totally remiss if I did not recognize the people who assisted us on this journey who were not chaperones. Steve Fladger over there was our treasurer from the Pontiac Alumni Foundation. Danielle Grace was also one that helped teach our children to speak Japanese. And we had an influx of help, and I wanted to spend just 1 minute speaking about, excuse me. I'll get that one right behind Phil and Nancy Van Ho. The original Greater Pontiac Sister City Club sitting back there. You want to stand up? Nancy would frequently come to our Japanese club meeting and teach the children about different cultures, things they have to eat, things they have to say while they got over there. But she was one of the pioneers who, at the time she went over there, the superintendent of the Kusatsu board now, his name's Sweetie Cakes, and he's going to see this because I'm going to send this over to Kanawabi-san. Anyway, but I just want to give recognition to these great people. In November of this year, because of the phenomenal job that these young people did, 7 students from Japan is headed here, and 24 Japanese. Now that is the majority belongs to the city, right, Councilman? And the Greater Pontiac Sister City Club. But the district's part of it is going to be 4 teachers and 7 Japanese students. And I say that because Letitia Gutierrez, who came in at not last minute, but as one of the people who was inspired to go to Japan, now has a young lady. And Letitia, would you bring your young lady up here? There's only, yes. Letitia, would you explain to everybody who this young lady is and why she's here?
Well, just coming back from Japan, my husband told me they are looking. I live in Rochester Hills. My daughter goes to Rochester Adams High School, and my husband told me they are looking for a house family for a Japanese student. Would you like to do it? And I say, yes, of course. We were treated in Japan so beautifully, so kindly. The people of Japan are so respectful, so giving. I mean, there is no words to express how much we receive. Actually, this is a gift of my house mother. Before I left. Okay. So they were giving us everything, the soul. So with open arms, we received Kotona Fujita, who is staying with us in my house as a house family. We are for her, house mother. And she's going to stay in my house and our house until June. And if you would like to say some words in real Japanese.
Konbanwa, はじめまして。私は琴奈です。よろしくお願いします。16歳. Okay. I'm 16 years old and I'm in 10th grade. Sophomore in Rochester Adams High School. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, everything is so different from Japanese culture, like school or house or like car society or everything, but it's like, I don't know, but it's so interesting that there are many differences. So I came to the US in August, and I've been going to school for a whole school year. And yeah, it's difficult to understand English, like listening to English and speaking English. But it's I don't know. It's a great opportunity for me. So yeah, I've been enjoying so much.
You're doing great.
Kanye, do you want to say something? I'm sorry. Come on, Kanye.
Konbawa, or good evening, everyone. I would like to put some emphasis on the chair of the PSD IEC. Without them, this trip would not have been possible, for they have made it possible for us to learn upon the philosophies of not only the Japanese, but the Americans as well, and how we can transfer and or utilize those philosophies whilst we were staying in Japan. Could I have all of the chair members stand, please, of the education? Please. The PSD IEC, thank you, please. Would you like to say something? No? Okay. Thank you very much.
And before we close out this program, would everyone who was a sponsor to this program, who donated either in kind or monetarily to these children going to Japan, please stand. I see a lot of you. I see Ruth Holmes. I see, there you go, Shauna, Brenda Kazi Mitchell, Nancy Van Hall, Kelly Williams, David Bowman, and on and on and on. David said it took a village, and it did. I hope to see everybody when Japan comes to Pontiac this fall. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimashita.
We're going to take about 2 minutes to allow you all to leave so that you can go to the reception at the Golden Wash. Please enjoy the reception and the festivities.